The US has called Iran's enrichment of uranium at an underground site a violation of UN resolutions. However, Tehran insists it's all for peaceful purposes. President Ahmadinejad, currently on a tour of South Africa, said it was a, quote, joke to believe Iran was making bombs. Ahmadinejad had received strong backing from the Venezuelan leader, who defended Iran's nuclear program. Hugo Chavez said there was no sound proof that Tehran was developing atomic weapons. Ahmadinejad will also visit Nicaragua, Cuba and Ecuador. This planned tour comes after Washington applied tough sanctions targeting Iran's central bank and its finance industry, with the EU expected to follow suit. Anti-weapons campaigner Joel Rubin says Iran's trying to gain more support to prevent further penalties.
Ahmadinejad is looking for friends wherever he can find them. He needs votes. He needs votes at the United Nations to block future sanctions. He also needs potential markets for commerce when the rest of the world looks to be moving towards a more sanctions-oriented position towards Iran. So if he can get votes and if he can get commerce in this trip to Latin America, which is a key one for him and for the United States since it's in our backyard, that would be a success for him. He needs to break out of the isolation that the rest of the world is trying to put him and Iran into. Most analysts do not believe that Iran is capable of maintaining a blockade of the Straits of Hormuz for any significant period of time. If they were to do this, it could also be counterproductive. Blocking oil coming out of their own country or going back and forth would both hurt their own revenue source and also harm their allies in China and other countries around the world.
And tension between Iran and Washington has reached boiling point after the US increased its military presence in the Gulf and threatened to use force should Tehran go ahead with blocking a key oil route. This has all led to a spike in oil prices. Let's cross over now to Daniel to find out what that all means for the regional and global markets. Daniel, over to you.
Yes, the price will almost double to $200 a barrel if the situation keeps deteriorating. Some analysts think. Iran, of course, one of the world's biggest crude producers. We'll have more in the business news later this hour.
All right, Daniel, looking forward to it. See you soon. Venezuela, along with Iran, has long been an avid anti-Washington critic. Despite being portrayed as an enemy in the US, Venezuela's President Hugo Chavez has found a way to warm the hearts of America's poorest people. RT's Marina Portnaya has the story.
Winter morning in the South Bronx, New York City. Outdoors, the temperature is near freezing. Indoors, 77-year-old Alice Maniotis is bundled up, brewing a pot of coffee and raising the heat just enough to take the chill out of the air. The retired grandmother of 7 lives alone on a fixed income, and each winter, as federal programs continue to be slashed, the struggle to afford warm comfort gets harder.
I go around screaming and ranting and raving. I mean, all they do is raise, 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 raise. And I mean, it's the same dollar you're getting, so how far can you push it? 100 gallons of oil, 150 gallons of oil is about, right now, about close to $600.
However, Venezuela has been stepping in to make Alice's life a bit easier by delivering 100 gallons of free heating oil each winter. She is a 4-year beneficiary of the Citgo Venezuela Heating Oil Program, which provides free heating oil to 500,000 poor Americans living in low-income neighborhoods and shelters throughout the country. President Hugo Chavez, often demonized by Washington, helped launch the program in 2005 following Hurricanes Katrina and Rita.
All I know is that he was kind. He was kind to the people in the United States, and I'm sure he rules differently like Obama rules differently. And who are we to tell these people how they should live? Or how, I mean, are they invading our country? But they're not. They're being generous to give us what comes out of their earth at no charge. So could you really have ill feelings against them? Yeah, I'm thankful for it. I really am.
In an interview with the Venezuelan newspaper El Universal, America's leader fell short of expressing similar sentiments of gratitude. President Obama recently accused the Chavez government of restricting human rights and taking threatening steps against democratic values.
The Venezuelan leader didn't mince words while responding directly to his U.S. counterpart.
You know what, Obama? I feel sorry for you. Just ask the black communities of your country what you mean to them. You're the greatest disappointment of recent years. Go ask the poor people of your country. You're a great disappointment to them.
It's time that we stop minding everybody else's business and took care of business here. We have children that are graduating from college with $80, $90, $100,000 that they have to pay back. It's ruining them and they can't get a job.
A struggle getting that much harder in the land of opportunity. Marina Portnaya, RT, New York.